Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to dive into a story that might sound familiar to many of you. It's about a young student named Adam and a simple yet powerful lesson he learned about respect. This is a story for students, for parents, and even for teachers, because it reminds us of the magic that happens in a classroom when we all work together. So grab a comfy seat and let's get started. Picture this: a bright classroom, sunlight streaming through the windows, and a teacher, Mrs. Davis, at the front of the room. She's passionate about history, and today she's telling the story of ancient civilizations, her eyes sparkling with excitement. But in the middle of the room, there's Adam. He isn't listening. Instead, he's whispering to his friend Sam about the new video game he played last night. A quiet "she" comes from the student in front of him, but Adam just rolls his eyes and continues his hushed conversation. But Mrs. Davis, with her years of experience, notices everything. She sees Adam's inattention, but she doesn't stop her lesson or call him out in front of everyone. She believes in a different approach. She continues her story about pyramids and pharaohs, hoping Adam might catch a fascinating detail and tune in. But Adam is lost in his own world, the world of digital adventures, completely missing the real-life adventure Mrs. Davis is trying to share. The bell rings, and the students start packing their bags, the buzz of chatter filling the room. As Adam is about to rush out the door, eager for his lunch break, he hears a calm voice. "Adam, could I have a word with you for a moment?" It's Mrs. Davis. Adam's heart sinks a little. He expects to be scolded, maybe even given detention. He slowly walks back to her desk, his head down, but when he looks up, he doesn't see an angry face. Instead, Mrs. Davis is smiling kindly. She doesn't say, "You were being disruptive," or "You need to pay attention." Instead, she says something that surprises him. "Adam," she begins softly, "I know you're a bright boy with a lot of energy. I see it every day. But I want to share a little secret with you." She leans in slightly, as if sharing a piece of confidential advice. "The classroom is a team. I'm the coach, and you are all the star players. When one player isn't listening to the coach, it's not just that they miss the play. The whole team can't perform at its best." Adam is confused. "What do you mean?" he asks. "Respect," she continues, "isn't just about being quiet because a grown-up is talking. It's about teamwork. When you listen to me, you're not just showing me respect, you're respecting yourself and your own ability to learn. You're giving your own mind a chance to explore new worlds. Think of it as opening a door. My job is to show you where the doors are, but you are the one who has to choose to open them. Respect is the key that unlocks those doors." Adam had never thought about it that way. For him, pay attention was just a rule. But opening doors, that sounded interesting. Mrs. Davis wasn't angry. She was inviting him to join an adventure. She was treating him like he was smart enough to understand the why behind the rule. When you talk while I'm talking, she added, it's like you're trying to read a book while someone else is reading a different book out loud right next to you. It's hard to follow either story. You miss out, and your friends miss out. She patted a stack of papers on her desk. I'm not just here to give you facts to memorize for a test. Adam, I'm here to help you learn how to think, how to question, and how to discover things for yourself. Respect helps you learn better because it creates a space where your brain can focus and absorb everything. It's a gift you give to yourself. She then smiled warmly and said, that's all I wanted to say. Go on and enjoy your lunch. Adam walked out of the classroom, but he wasn't thinking about video games anymore. He was thinking about keys and doors. He was thinking about being a star player. Mrs. Davis's words replayed in his mind. She hadn't punished him. She had empowered him. She made him feel like he was in control of his own learning. The next day, something was different. When Adam walked into Mrs. Davis's class, he chose a seat closer to the front. When she began to speak, he looked right at her. Today, the topic was the Roman Empire. Mrs. Davis talked about gladiators, emperors, and incredible feats of engineering, like the aqueducts. Adam listened. He really listened. And a funny thing happened. It was fun. He found himself imagining what it would be like to stand in the Colosseum. He had a question about how they built the arches, so he raised his hand. Mrs. Davis's face lit up when she saw his hand in the air. An excellent question, Adam, she said, and then explained the concept of the keystone. Adam felt a jolt of excitement. He had understood something new, something complex. It was like leveling up in a game, but this was real. During the class activity, where students had to design their own Roman-style city, Adam was full of ideas. He remembered the details Mrs. Davis had shared and used them in his drawing. He wasn't just doodling, he was creating, based on the knowledge he had just gained. He was no longer a passive bystander in the classroom. He was an active participant. He was a star player. At the end of the lesson, Adam realized the hour had flown by. He had been so engaged that he hadn't once thought about talking to Sam. As he packed his bag, Mrs. Davis caught his eye and gave him a small, knowing nod. It wasn't a look of, I told you so, but a look of shared success. Adam smiled back. He had opened a door, and on the other side, he found something wonderful. So, what's the moral of Adam's story? It's simple, but incredibly profound. Respect your teachers. But it's not just about politeness or following rules. It's about recognizing that your teachers are your guides. They hold the maps to incredible worlds of knowledge, success, and personal growth. They spend hours preparing lessons, thinking of ways to make learning exciting, and caring about your future. When you show respect, you're creating the best possible environment for your own mind to flourish. You're telling yourself, I am ready to learn. I am worth this knowledge. You're building a partnership with your teacher, one based on mutual trust and a shared goal, your success Respect is the key that opens the doors of knowledge. Your teachers are standing there, holding those doors open for you. All you have to do is choose to walk through it. Think about your own teachers. They are experts in their fields, passionate about their subjects, and most importantly, they are dedicated to you. They are the ones who can help you unlock your potential. So, the next time you're in a classroom, try being like the new Adam. Listen with intent, participate with curiosity, and show your teachers the respect they deserve. You'll be amazed at how much more you learn and how much more fun it can be. Thank you so much for joining me for this story today. I hope it gave you something to think about. If you enjoyed this video and want more stories like it, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever had a teacher who changed your perspective? Let's share our positive stories. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.